Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play European Renaissance 4. We are at war with the Ottomans and the Russian Empire and all its allies, vassals, client states, and God knows what else. So, a quick recap of the war from last time. This theatre is in chaos. Sweden has managed to liberate itself, and along with the Commonwealth, is sitting on 60,000 men in the city, not the city, in the province of Kolar. Those men would much better be served defending anything in this area, right? Predominantly Bessarabia, with 52,000 Ottoman troops sitting on top of it. The entire front, essentially in the Commonwealth and in Europe, is right now, and I am developing a proper toothache from last episode. Sorry about that. I had that tooth fixed. That's literally the only tooth I have problems with. Might have it removed eventually, but hey. Yep, that seems like it's causing problems to me. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is really, really unfortunate. Sorry. Its toothaches are very distracting. Essentially, this entire front in Europe is currently being defended by some odd 20,000, 25,000 Brandenburg soldiers. And a few brave Moldovians. Cheers. There's 1,000 Commonwealth soldiers here, which are sort of irrelevant. With reinforcements coming in a little bit, I guess sort of dripping in bit by bit, but that's basically it. That's all we have to defend against an onslaught of Russian and Ottoman troops, around 100,000, I think. Somewhere in that area. There is an army under... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name, of 33,000 up here, and they've been doing good stuff. They've taken Moscow, which is provides quite a bit of leverage at the peace table, but they're too small to be able to occupy huge swaths of land and hold it, and they're too big to be sort of like a raiding party that occupies random provinces and just advances the war in that way. And they're too small to be able to directly attack Ottoman stacks like this one, or... But that's pretty much the only one in the area, isn't it? Yeah, so if I were in control of this, what I would do is I would just take all of these men, send them down to Bessarabia, end the war. Obviously hunt this thing down first, end the war with the Battle of Bessarabia. Because at that point the Ottomans will have lost 50,000 men, which puts them at... So right now they have 154,000. That will put them at 100,000 men to my 150,000. I would be able to win at that point by pushing into Constantinople, essentially. It would take a while, it would be bloody, and we would all lose manpower in the process, but it would end the war. This way, I'm afraid that the army here of Brandenburg is going to die, and this entire front is going to collapse. Thankfully, Bessarabia has a fortress, and is going to hold the Ottomans back for a little while, so... It all comes down to what do these armies do? And there is some advantage to taking over Finland and like, pushing towards St. Petersburg, which I'm guessing that is what they're trying to do. On the other hand, this is a Mamluks army, right? Yeah, this is the Mamluks volunteers, 20,000 of them, and they're going to help as well. Everyone's getting involved into this. This is like a mini world war, but it is one of the most fun wars I've had in this game in a while. So let's get straight back into it, I suppose. No point delaying. What don't tell me you're going to lose that. Is your army really that terrible? 18, 18, 18? No, your tech is alright. Why is this battle being lost? Because you're older. What? I am amazed that you managed to lose that. Are you seriously going to make me come down there with a 34 stack and wipe them out? I mean, what else do I do? It does... No! No! I can see what you're trying to do. You're going to go after individual provinces in Arabia. No! And CDF's way too busy with its own problems. To come and help out. Just one thing I gotta wonder. Why did you give them access? Grants conditional military access to Moscow. Why? Tell me why would you send your own men to fight against the Ottomans and then you give them access? Why? You despise them. You were at war with them and then you helped them beat me. I'm going to do pretty much the only thing I can do in this scenario, and ignore the army down there. Right? So let them occupy the entirety of Arabia. With 2,000 men total. Keep all the forts active, lose all the money, hell with it, right? Killing this low health. They are actually retreating. They've given up on the Arabian campaign. Nuh-uh, not gonna happen. This needs to fall ASAP. Do we rush in there to help? No, I think we gotta cool it off with this army a little bit, get them reinforcements. Conversion, there we go. And that is another one down. Move towards legalism. Nope. Provides no benefits until you're over, until you cross over, basically. And even though I'm at war, I have no intention of crossing over into legalism. Okay, what's happening over here? They've broken through Bessarabia. And these guys have sort of moved down from Finland, though. So it's kind of a stalemate. Kind of a stalemate. And that's okay. Because this is, I mean, it's kind of Yes, that's factually correct. This is the only place where we're not at a stalemate. We are slowly advancing. And it's kind of a big deal. I'm doing this so that they're constantly patrolling between two colonies, and I don't have to think about natives in rising up and attacking one of the two colonies, basically. I can focus on more important things. Alright. There's 33,000 men here not doing anything. Is there literally nowhere I can send you to that you're going to be useful? That's blocking that, that's blocking that. What's blocking this place? This sort of... yeah, okay, I get it. It's fine. Move towards mysticism. They lose loyalty. That Central Swahili coast gets... yeah, we need it. We need to go all the way. Back to 95. Deal with all the religious rabble. I was talking about not being in a thing in a stalemate, but seems pretty stalemate-ish to me. I can't afford to breach and attack. I really can't. So, you want the good news first? We're winning in the European theatre. Yeah, maximum movement. Alright. We're winning in the European theatre, but I'm sort of thinking that's just because the Ottomans have decided to send troops after me. Good news is they're going to be doing it without the Russians, because they have problems of their own. Also, Commonwealth occupied random provinces here. It's good. Good. But I just really wish someone would declare war on the Ottomans at this point, because that would seal them in, right? Like Austria, France, Castile, Hungary, Denmark. Well, what was Denmark have to do with the Ottomans? No, I know, but wishful thinking, right? Who's this? Sovk. You made it across. You made it across to die, basically. It's... oh, really? That's the best military leader we can come up with? No, fuck that. Professionalism isn't that poor. Is that better? Is that high maneuver? I don't know. Not much better. Right, siege is done. We can start moving in on their territory again. You're the reinforcements to those three armies. The reserve troops, as it were. Are we ever going to siege through this? Probably. And yes, I did just see them recruit a whole load of men on 0 manpower. Mercenaries? Probably. We can check. 79 mercenaries. Yup. Mercenaries. What about money? Which country has the largest amount of... ah, so you have money to pay for them. Alright. Fair enough. So there we go. That's where we want to be. Okay, 43 war score, and who's mighty tired of this war? Honestly, everyone. Not me, though. I'm at 87. No, my people seem to understand that sticking it to the Ottomans is more important than lives of half of their countrymen. The worst part about it is it's true. What is this? This needs to not happen. The entire battle needs to not happen. Is this siege ever going to end? One would imagine, eventually. You won, you absolute monsters, you. Congratulations. That was a very important victory. This is not good, though. That Brandenburg army has... You're not actually thinking of winning that, are you? That'd be crazy. You're not gonna win. It is a 3-star general. My god, the Germans have done it. Where are the Germans? Am I reading that right? The Germans won that battle, right? No? Because from over here it looked like they did. But I don't know, I'm probably wrong. Actually, it should be right here. Battle of Bessarabia. Lost. But they did win up there. Alright, fair enough. They did lose a lot of the land that they occupied, though. Though, we have 8 ticking war score, so... silver lining in every cloud, as they say. Okay, we're now sieging with every army available. This is a proper push towards Ottoman territory. How many times are you going to rebel? Seriously? How many times are you going to rise up and do your thing? It's getting mighty annoying. Actually, the funny thing is, the Ottomans might need to fight this group of Crimean tribesmen if they want to get through here. Which, I mean, it's not intentional, but hey. It happened, and we're taking back Bessarabia as well. It's a crucial point, because they can't go through Hungary and Wallachia because they're loyal allies who understand the Ottoman threat. Mamluks. I'm never gonna let it down. I'm never gonna let it down. That is... They've disappointed me oh so much. Lack of officers, and there goes all my manpower. Not a problem though, nobody else in this war has manpower to begin with. And if I'm being honest, I don't intend on losing a lot of manpower in the nearby future. Because I intend to sort of go through Peasants' Revolt, really, at a time like this. I intend to just slice through the Ottoman territory like a knife through hot butter, unopposed. Once again, one of those ideas that on paper is just flawless. Its realistic execution is going to be a little bit more interesting, though. Right, God, this is... Raise war taxes again, absolutely. Because if we don't, we're going to go bankrupt. I gotta say though, this is the most fun I've had in a war ever. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Don't care. Right. Why can you not move anywhere? Right, get it there. Swear to God, they rise up every 2 seconds. Like they know I'm at war. They probably do, Juggernaut. I am aware of this, yes. How's Sweden doing? Not too good. Not too good. Moldavia is getting back into the fight though with 10,000 men. Question is, where's the Ottoman army? Because it exists, alright. But it outnumbers mine by a lot. I can't afford to do that. I can't afford to do that. I'm scared for my life. Genuinely scared for my life. Because they're probably massing here. Which is good, that leaves you free reign over Europe, basically. You can do whatever you want. Well, we're just sort of exhausted and we have enough people to do, well, anything, but I think this is a good time to stop the war. Because 54% war score, we can get a lot out of it. For example, if you'd be willing to give me this much, I'd be happy. I'd be happy leaving you alone. You don't even have to give me Iraq. Give me like stuff up here. There you go. Be more than happy with this, and I'll just pull out of the war and you can go on. But no, that'll never happen. You need to go down there. You need to go down there as well. We can actually catch this army off if you sit there and just wait. Actually, we can't because this is. Yeah, when that siege ends, we can. 56 war score. They just ran into that stack and lost, didn't they? So that's where a part of the Ottoman army was. You're getting reinforcements over here, that's good. Though it's making me think what the other nations involved in this conflict are doing. And the answer is probably the exact same thing. Meanwhile, peasants are going to take control over this entire area. Which is going to lower our war score, but it's not going to reduce our progress to winning the war, if that makes any sense. Because they don't control it, the fact that peasants do makes subtle differences. That's the most elegant way I can put that. And yes, you can probably hear it in my voice, I'm a little bit anxious. Go and get them. Because subtle differences or not, I don't like them controlling the entirety of the country. And also that they can cross borders and create all sorts of problems. Right, battle. Move towards mysticism, gain manpower. Yes, thank you. Helps a lot. What does this? Stop. What does this do? Will move us by 50 towards legalism, but give us 41,000 manpower. You know what? I might take you up on that if I need to. Because realistically, I'm almost done with legalism, with the mysticism. I'm almost done with it in the sense that I've achieved more or less everything I wanted to achieve with it, which is get more religious unity. And it's at 80% at this point, which is a good, solid number for it to be at. Right? So far, pretty happy with it overall. What is this? I don't like it when this happens. You probably have a plan, don't you? Probably stuff behind it. No? No, you're just feeling a bit suicidal. Okay. Never interrupt the enemy while they're making a mistake. Really, Sweden? There's more important things than fighting with those peasants. As satisfying as I'm sure it must be. It's a lot of soldiers. Yes, I was thinking about sending an army up here to help, but I'm scared. This is a very important front of the war, and I can't afford to have it crumble and fall apart. I really can't. So I figure that this much participation is enough. Right, there we go. 70% war score. This is getting better and better. Whoa, would you look at that? 84 mercenaries. Commonwealth has 56. Russia has 29. I am the only power who can win this thing without going into debt or hiring 50,000 mercenaries. Look at that. It's a glorious line of siege. They're trying to hold, but they cannot. Nothing stops the Sylvanian pain train from rolling. Glorious, glorious, glorious battle. Yes. Nothing stops the Sylvanian pain train. Enough talk of the Sylvanian pain train. We've won our war. Look at that. We've won our front. It's over. You're done. What are you doing, though? You're sort of keeping the status quo, aren't you, in terms of occupation, but you did beat the Russians back. And the Ottomans that were in the area, so... good on you. Good on you. That army can't be allowed to retreat. It will, though. It will, and I won't be able to stop it. That is a shame. Alright, let's set up a blockade around those two provinces where they can cross. And I saw a load of Ottomans coming this way. Yeah, not... Considering I can see what's in the Balkans, I might as well... Come on, let me through, thank you. We might as well provide assistance up here, because there's a lot of Russians, there's a lot of Ottomans. War in Europe is far from over. We need people there. Because this over here is practically just occupation. And not much more. make sure we defend both crossings and we'll be good. Occupy everything in between. How's the army doing? This one... I'm thinking cross into Russia, you know, start sieging places there. Now this is a grand war, and you know that there's only one thing that's really bugging me about this war. Is that the end outcome is gonna be a couple of provinces. Right? For a war that lasted like 20 years or something, Napoleon attacked Austria, right? Napoleon attacked Germany, Napoleon attacked Italy, stuff like that. He conquered pretty much the entirety of Europe. Now, obviously, the entirety of Europe wasn't part of the nation of France, but to all intents and purposes he did, didn't he? You can't really do that. I mean, in this war it would make sense that I get a large chunk of territory here. The Commonwealth gets back land from Russia. Sweden gets its expansion as well. It makes sense because it's such a monumentally huge war. And yet, that won't be the case. We'll get like 2 provinces, 3 provinces maybe, and that's it. Worst of all, I won't get anything. Most likely, AI doesn't tend to be too generous in when giving you territory. They'll prioritize giving stuff to themselves and cause and honoring, you know, giving cause back and stuff like that. Prioritize that far above anything else, but still. That's not a very good battle to take part in. But it is on steeps, and it is a big army, and it is moving over there, and I'm sort of hoping I'll get support. But yeah, well, you know what? That wasn't actually, it wasn't a terrible idea. Yeah, we can win that. Well, not only can we win it, we must. Oh, look at the thing. Look at Bessarabia again. This is a prime example of counting our chickens before they hatch. The reason the war score went down is they took this place again, but we've counted our chickens way before they've hatched, and are in this position as a result. But well, I mean, now that I've sent one of the armies up here, this should help. Like, a lot. Quick question, does this increase the land force limit? Potentially, you never know. I'm thinking it does. Hey, we can put another place. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, you know what would be really, really good? If this 52 stack sort of decided to move against me, cross the sea, and attack me. Is there any way I can provoke them to do that? More of a rhetorical question, I know there isn't. That's my 3rd glass for the evening. Getting diabetes probably ever so slowly. This thing needs to fall, though, before Bessarabia does. And I can, oddly enough, for once, I can influence that, but... We'll siege that thing over there first. So, we're in a bit of a race against time. We need to take this thing and run away. Essentially, we're just stopping the Ottomans from getting ticking war score. Now, will I be so bold as to send... It's almost 100,000 men. Will I be so bold as to send you back? How many? The entire Ottoman army is around 100,000 men. Yeah, I think I'll be brave or foolish, one of the two, enough to send another army into Russia. Because I'm thinking 3 is enough here. Golden era for the Ming, alright. I'm not starting my golden era ever. Probably not. I don't know. Multicultural nation, universities. That's technically possible. We need 5 universities, though. Is this a good time to build universities? There is no better time than now to build universities. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. 5th one will come. Don't worry about it. 5th one will come soon. We'll loot enough money from the dead corpses of the... Well, not dead corpses, is a oxymoron? No, it's yes, it's an oxymoron. There's also foramoron. From the corpses of... the Ottoman and Russian troops. And that'll pay for your universities. It's quite literal blood money, there's probably blood all over it. Don't care. Don't care. We're actually, believe it or not, gaining manpower at a time like this. What about war exhaustion? Yeah, you're still okay with the fact that 2/3 of the population are just dead. Admirable. Quite admirable indeed. Here is where we get them. Now they're splitting up. This is where you lose. It's 22,000 against 14,000. You're going to win that. There's small remnants of armies up here. But I think we need to take these guys. Because we do have reinforcements coming in from down here somewhere. Meet up and see if we can't take them. Because they will sort of split up. Oh, I didn't mean to fight the Pretender rebels. Get it over with quickly, come on. Myself involved in wars I have no business getting involved in. Oh, that's something I do have business getting involved in. Bessarabia. Cut the flow of reinforcements. Force them back into the Balkans. And sort of sneak past all this and into Bessarabia as well. Put 2 armies there, and I'm counting on the rest of you lot to deal with everything up here. Probably a mistake, but hey. Alright, tell you what though, we're building another university. Not yet, not yet. But we're cutting the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and yeah, stay tuned for the next one, because we're going to probably wrap up the war by then. Have fun, take care, bye-bye.